Well, we're very fortunate to be able to have open questions right now. Let's start right here.
I actually had a question for Duncan Jones. First of all, I'm a huge fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. Thank you so much.
Is that the question? No, yes, I'm a huge fan of Jake Gyllenhaal.
Actually about casting Jake, though. I noticed a lot of parallels between Donnie Darko and this character as far as time travel and everything will be all right and kind of the mantra. And I was just wondering if his role in Donnie Darko contributed at all to you wanting to use him in this.
Their question is about the parallels, perhaps, between this film and Donnie Darko, and did that affect the casting in the film?
You know what, the casting of the right person to work in this partnership was key to making this film, which is why I was honored when Jake asked me to come and direct it.
Wow, I have no, what? Am I supposed to answer that question? First of all, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I'm a big Duncan Jones fan. And there are parallels. My mind does not work in a linear way, unfortunately. And I think that benefits, you know, the stories that I involve myself in, but neither does Duncan's. So we're a team, and that's the answer to that question.
Just to explain that a little bit, I went and met Jake in LA to discuss a film which I've been trying to make forever, and he said, you know, that sounds really fascinating. One day we might be able to do that, but right now, take a look at this. And he gave me the source code script, so that's how I got interested, and I thought it was fantastic.
Okay. Over here. Yes, you.
Was there any reason for the glow-in-the-dark stars on the top of the van?
Question is about the glow-in-the-dark stars on the top of the van.
The ceiling of the van.
How could you possibly have even seen them? Oh my God, I was doing my job badly if that's what you were looking at during that scene. Did you notice there were actors in that scene? Really nice production design. The music's really good. Oh, there's Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm not answering it, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, you.
I actually just in Chicago last night, and I just want to say that the aerial photography in the movie of Chicago is beautiful, and it's really a Colorado, which is awesome.
So that non-question was about how, is there a question? The non-question part was how awesome the aerial photography in Chicago was. And the question is?
No, that's it.
That was it, that was it.
Well, Michelle Monaghan spent a lot of time in Chicago.
Yeah, no, I fortunately I went to college in Chicago. It's a great city. But actually, honestly, we unfortunately only shot one day there. But the one day that we shot there was that particular day, which was a picture-perfect day. It was just blue skies and the flowers were blooming. And so, so anyway, thanks, Chicago.
Columbia? Did you go to Columbia College?
I did.
Oh, me too.
Okay, the gentleman right in front of you. Yeah.
Dan, I wanted to know what the original source code idea came from.
It was a real torturous process for me to write this. I was thinking about movies like Rashomon and Groundhog Day and Sliding Doors, and eventually found my way to the train, and eventually found my way to a kind of terrorism plot. And I don't know, I wish I could, you know, take a pill and do it again. But I think it was trying to channel, you know, a non-linear story like Rashomon. That's all I can tell you.
On the aisle.
So obviously this is all, you know, kind of theoretical, but I was wondering, how much did you actually look into computer science for the basis of how this all worked?
The question is that this is obviously theoretical, but how much did they look into the basics of computer science to see how this would all work, right? Okay.
I knew a little bit about theoretical physics in terms of time travel not being possible, but parallel universes being possible. So that always intrigued me. And I've never seen a time travel movie that wasn't about changing the past. which is what Coulter wants to do the entire movie. It's change the past. The early drafts that I wrote had a lot more science in it, a lot more explanation. You saw a lot more technology. And what we found is by stripping that out, by stripping out the explanations, it became somehow more believable because everyone just sort of accepted it.
Anybody else there? Yeah, go ahead, you wait. David.
What's the significance of the Chesney Hawk song that you also used with the alarm clock?
The significance of the Chesney Hawks song.
I am the one and only.
Yeah, I'm the one and only that's also using your own part.
He was desperately trying to make the seats British flags on the train. That was like his goal, and the only way he could get any bit of his British culture into the movie was to put that song on the phone. That's my theory.
That's really not true. In fact, originally Jake was insisting that song played every time he was on screen. But I said, you know, it might get a bit old because you're on screen an awful lot, so we went for the phone instead.
You didn't really answer though, but it was the same hit from Moon for the alarm clock, no?
It was. It's exactly the same piece of music. Chesney's a buddy of mine, and I remember that piece of music when I was young, and it just sort of was one of those things. It's kind of an inside joke for British people, but it was kind of a one-hit wonder and a piece of music you play it, everyone in the UK knows where they were when it came out.